Hi, I'm Dr. Julia Georgesen, and welcome to my veterinary clinic. Thanks so much for stopping by. Pets bring so much joy to our lives, and your pet's health is as important to us as it is to you. The best way to make sure your pet is healthy is to bring them in for routine preventative exams, or what you may call a checkup. These exams allow us to get a good overall view of your pet's health and detect any developing problems as early as possible, before they become more difficult and possibly more expensive to treat. Follow me back to the exam room and I'll show you just what I'm talking about. Before we even get to the exam, we'll be asking you for a very important piece of information, your pet's history. It's important for us to know how your pet is feeling, if their behavior is normal. We'll also be following up and asking about your pet's diet and if they're on any medications or supplements. When we enter the room, one of the very first things we do is to look at your pet. Is your pet acting and behaving normally? Are they aware of his or her surroundings? Do they look like they are showing any signs of pain or illness? The exam is a nose to tail exam. Let's start at the head and work our way back. One of the first things that we do is to look at a dog's mouth. Often we'll lift up the lip and look at the teeth. We're looking to see how the gums are looking and if the teeth look normal. We will usually look at the nose as well and make sure the nose looks symmetrical and that there aren't any lesions or sores on the dog's nose or on their chin. Next, we move on to the eyes. We'll often shine a light into the dog's eyes, and what we're looking for is to make sure that they look very normal. There's no spots or lesions. There's no cloudiness present or any inflammation. It's important to look at the external ear and to make sure we're not seeing any signs of redness or discharge, and that the dog is comfortable when you're touching his or her ears. We will use an otoscope to look down inside of the dog's ears to check for any wax buildup or an infection. Dogs have several sets of lymph nodes that we'll feel just to see if there's any swelling. We can evaluate those and feel those underneath the chin. We're also just feeling his neck for any lumps or bumps. Another important thing that we do throughout touching your dog, if you're not petting your dog, what we're trying to do is to evaluate and feel if we feel any types of scabs or sores or bumps on your dog's skin. We'll often start when we're at the front near the head with the front legs, and what we're doing is looking at their feet, checking to make sure that their nails are healthy. We're also evaluating the pads, and then we're feeling your dog's joints. This is very important to feel for any pain or swelling. The next thing we do is evaluate your dog's chest. What we're listening for is to make sure that the dog's heartbeat is normal. We also will listen to their lungs to make sure that they are breathing normally and that we don't hear any crackles or wheezes. The next thing that we'll do is to work our way down to the dog's stomach area. We palpate this area, making sure that the dog is not tense in their stomach area, and also to make sure that there's no pain. Another really important part of the physical exam is to take a dog's temperature. The important reason to take a dog's temperature is to monitor for any inflammation or infection. One of the last important parts of the physical exam is to palpate the spine. We do this from starting at the tail, moving our way up to the dog's head. This is done with applying gentle pressure along their back, and we're looking for any areas that he may be tense or painful. When we get to the head area, what we'll often do is to move the dog's head and neck just to make sure that there's no problem. See, that wasn't so bad. Taking your pet to the veterinarian once a year for a routine physical exam helps ensure that your pet stays happy and healthy. As the saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. For more information on pet preventative care, visit avma.org.